Assistant Manager of Athletic Communications Anthony Clark Jr. here with head coach Joe White and junior midfielder Gabby Scholten. Coach, this is your first year with the Panthers, first year as a collegiate head coach. So, what are you most excited about for your first year as a college head coach?
Yep, I'm just excited to get back on the field. I think we've made a lot of strides since we started here in January. So it's been a long 7-8 months waiting to get on the field for our first game. So I think that's what we're most excited for. Just getting out there. We've been blessed with a lot of time to prepare. I think as much time as a new coach could ever get. So we're excited to get started with our first game.
Mm-hmm. And what made you decide to take the coaching position for Davenport?
So I was really close with Coach Paige Eli, who was the previous head coach here, and she spoke highly of the program, of the school, of the players, the current players that were returning. So when I applied and when I got on campus, it was a real easy decision after seeing what the school could offer myself. But also what I felt like I could offer the school, and being local, knowing the area, being at Aquinas, so it was an easy transition into Davenport, and I'm looking forward to challenging myself in the GLIAC, one of the toughest Division II conferences in the country. But I think we've got the team to really push on and to make a go at it from the get-go.
Absolutely, and you kind of already spoke on some of those challenges. GLIAC being a very tough conference to compete in. What do you think would be some challenges that a first-year college head coach could face, or even some things that might come easier that you didn't expect?
Yeah, I think the one thing I expected to be the most challenging was the team cohesion and creating that culture. But I was lucky enough once I got here that the players almost run their own ship. They do a great job at creating a positive culture for themselves, and they're able to almost just run things themselves. So it wasn't like I had to come in here with, you have to do this, you have to do that. They already are on a positive path. So I thought that was going to be the biggest challenge. I think the challenge moving forward will be knowing what to expect, because it's obviously going to be my first time as a head coach. So I have a plan, but how we react to things changing and how we can change that plan moving forward if need be.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Just one last one here, Coach. You talked about having that plan, talked about those challenges and everything, talked about a very positive culture that was already established. What do you plan to kind of insert into this team that maybe you haven't already, to hopefully get it back on the winning side in such a tough conference?
Yeah, so I think we started looking at that this week, and we're going to change the way we play. We're going to play on the front foot. We're going to be aggressive. We're going to be intense in everything we do, whether that's on the ball or off the ball. We're going to be one of those teams that are horrible to play against. I think that's got to be our number one from the very, very get-go. Is we've got to be the team that no one wants to play again, and I think that's it's going to be a process, of course, and we don't expect to come out and be the best right away, but we will be the hardest working, and we will be the most intense team in the GLIAC. And I think that's how we're going to build success from the start, and then hopefully we will be the best when the process is close to being over.
Absolutely. And, Gabby, just kind of transitioning to you here. Entering your third season with Davenport, had a very illustrious freshman and sophomore season with the Panthers. What are you looking forward to with Coach White now taking over the reins of this team?
Yeah, I'm just looking forward to, there's been a lot of changes, but I'm just excited for the training environment that has been put into place. It's very like how he talks about being aggressive in games, and if we don't do that in practice, then that's not really going to be realistic in games. So just everyone coming out for practice and giving 100% and training how we play.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. The winning mentality never really changes. You always want to go out and play your best and hopefully be on the better side of things. But what kind of individual goals do you have set for yourself this season?
Yeah, I just personally want to be a good leader, and to me that means I can't just tell people to work hard. I have to be doing that myself. Mm-hmm. And so on the field, even when we're tired, our bodies hurt, it's hard, but just really working hard and showing that to my teammates and helping them any way I can through leadership.
Mm-hmm. That actually segues perfectly through my last question here for you. Now, considering upperclassmen, you just talked about leadership, being a good teammate for maybe the underclassmen and even the upperclassmen as well. What does leadership mean to you in its relation to being able to accomplish team goals and be on the winning side?
Yeah, kind of like I said before, but just I can't say it and not actually do it and show that to my team. So being a good example to everyone, and then yeah, just how we practice is how we're going to end up playing. So encouraging that aggressive and just intense training environment so that we can do that in games, and yeah, overall just switching the culture to a winning culture and going into every game knowing that we can win and we can compete, and like he said, we're going to be a tough team to play against and no one will want to play us again.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Best of luck this season.